What's up guys, this is Sean Tan and today we are in Grandeur, Puncak Alam. Let's go. Now we are in Grandeur Gardens 2065, so we just get through the specs. So it's 2065 and it's leasehold strata. Yeah, so it looks kind of cool, and you can see that this, in the show village is all the same garden. Then you got security guard there. There's a security guard, and let's go in because it's raining already.
We touch, we break, make it seem like we feel the same. We love.
So as you can see, this is a terrace house 2065 and it's selling for 650 for link house, the intermediates, and 770 for the end lots and corner lots, but apparently all sold out now. See, this is the living room, and what I really like about this is straight away the living room, right, can actually connect to the dining and then the bigger dining. That's another kitchen, right? So there's two layouts to this, type B and type C. The type B is when it's like this, that's the kitchen, right? And that's the back door, thank you. And then there's also type C. Type C is when this space is actually converted into a bedroom. So for those who have elderlies that's staying with them and you really need that downstairs room, go for type C. This kitchen, you can either choose to be a room or you can choose to be a kitchen space. If it's a kitchen space, right, then it's actually very huge, where you can actually, because you use a room space to actually be your kitchen. So it depends whether you are a cooking person or you really need that room for your elderlies. It's really up to you. That's the entrance, right? And that's the back door already. So it's 65, it's rather short. So if you calculate per square feet, it's not as affordable as people think. But again, Ecoworld, you don't actually buy product, you actually buy environment, you buy the brand, you buy the style, you buy things like this.
What we hate. We lie, but we know we can't widen what doesn't grow. Give up.
Grandeur is located right next to KLK's development, and then it's also Desa Sri Coalfield, Bandar Sri Coalfield, and then it's also in between that and Almina by Sime Darby. So Sime Darby has freehold, over here is actually leasehold, and all of them is located right next to Lata Highway and Guthrie Highway. So all of these are actually banging on the opening of Dash. When Dash opens, right, after speaking to the salespeople, they say that a lot of upgraders and a lot of people are buying once again for Ecoworld's environment. So they create environments, and in almost every locations where it's possible, they will create this Labs series. So Lab is where they find community entrepreneurs like that one and only gym or that one and only service provider or coffee maker, right? They will gather them together and locate them in the show village, next to the show village. So this will actually create communities and create activities. So this is a standard unit and it's a 3-room terrace house. Nothing much to complain about and nothing much to shout about. Yeah, but just some tricks, let me show you guys. So this is the master bedroom. It can accommodate a very humongous space, which is good. And this actually includes the walk-in wardrobe as well. Right, so they locate half of the floor plate of the upper floor as the master bedroom. And one trick to make your room big, right, is to have a lot of mirrors. So they use this trick to actually make you feel way bigger. And then you have the toilet, master bathroom, and without the shower screen, again the space looks bigger. Okay, so and then lots of windows. If you look at the windows, it actually enhances the space. If not, imagine all those are closed lah. You'll feel very, very small. So coming to the shared bathroom, which is also the common bathroom, it's very decent, all tiled up. I don't know why the shower is facing top, but so the tiles are smaller, but smaller doesn't mean it's bad. Because a lot of people think that the bigger the tile, the more atas lah. That is the old thinking lah. But sometimes now we go back to small one. Now we are in one of the bedrooms, and you can see that again. If you see that's the cupboard. But once you apply a mirror reflective layer to it, right, it looks so huge. Moving on to the next bath, the next room. Also the same trick, right? Lots of daylight, white sheets, wallpaper. One thing like the ceiling height is very high. Although they cannot give you in area, Ecoworld gives you in volume. So with the height as well. And again, they use mirror, right? So even the closet is full of mirrors. But usually you don't sleep with the mirrors on lah, because it's kinda you will shock yourself lah. Every time you wake up like whoa. Then the steel handrails. One little detail I really like is actually this. Right, so this is the stairwell, and usually this space is very, very dark. So what they do is actually they have this window and have that window. So you see that design, it actually lights up the entire stairwell. So areas like this can actually be celebrated. Ooh. So one very weird thing that I wish didn't happen is this toilet lah. Because it's in the center. So imagine this. You finish your business here. This is your dining, and and there's no ventilation. I don't think there's a ventilation. So when there's no ventilation, the door is the only outlet for the bad air, and that actually flows up to the kitchen. So maybe I think in the future there must be a ventilation fan somewhere here to actually vent out, or you can actually close this partition space up. So that's the problem. Usually toilets like this, right, is always attached to the end of the house because they need windows and things like that. Unless it's mechanical ventilated. So I would propose that if you're getting this unit, right, to get a mechanical vent straight up if possible, so this toilet will work. If not, currently this just doesn't work lah. So and this is a corner lock, right? So these windows are existing right now, but in a normal unit this does not. So you need to imagine that if this is not a window, you can have actually more space to do placements of your furniture. So basically in this round, it's a quick one because it's just a terrace house. So Eco Gardens, there's semi-D, there's bungalow, and there's terrace houses, but I just find that it's been a while since we actually review a terrace house, a new terrace house. So for terrace houses, the placement of staircase is actually very, very important. The best space saving method is actually to place it at the side of the house, which is like this, right? And then it should away put like 3 feet down, then if you're 20 by 65, so it left like 17 feet for the rest of the space. Unlike if it's a scissors one, so it takes up the center and the whole house will just doesn't work, right? Now let's go to Sean take 3 on 3. 3 things I like. Number 1 is actually the environment. Usually it's always, because it's the Ecoworld brand, right? So they give you everything that they can, and they do very well in that, creating spaces, creating environments, creating places. Number 2, which is actually the ID treatment, the very clever ID treatment, which is like the mirrors, the daylights, and the elongated curtains. The elongated curtains actually emphasize the height that they are giving. The building height is not standard for a terrace house, so they are just really trying to be very different. The third thing I really like is actually the architecture. So as a terrace house, because it's stratified, right, you need to take care and you need permission before you can change the facade. So with that, you can actually have a classy terrace house. 3 things I don't like. Number 1 is actually its leasehold, because it's so close to freehold. So, and within that range, you have a freehold product, which is Elmina, and KLK, which is the Bandar Seri Coalfield, right? But there's nothing wrong with leasehold, but the thing is the price point is really, really close. Number 2 would actually be the distance currently which is quite far away. When the team wanted to come here, right, it's like, are we in the wrong place? Why am I going to Kuala Selangor? It's really very close to Kuala Selangor already. Third of all would be 20 by 65. It's a really tight one, but luckily the team of Ecoworld, they have two types. One is with the kitchen, one is with the bedroom downstairs. So that's the variable, and I think they tried their best to mitigate that space constraint, because 20 by 65, right, it's like that, look. So you can see everything already. But of course, this is also to put the price within the affordability of the location. So I think that's all. Also, a lot of people are from Kepong that are moving in, because Kepong is just located quite close lah. And then people from Kajang is also coming in because of the environment. If you have been to Kepong, which is the older neighborhoods, you don't get environments like this, like greeneries and landscape and ta-da, nice pavements, nice lights and all. You don't get that. So this has been that differentiation factor in between developments, which became the attraction point. Okay, so, and they always feature two houses like that, which also means two corner lots of the terrace house. Yeah, I think that's all. This is Sean Tan. If you really like this video, like it, share it, and even subscribe for more information like this. Until next time, ciao.